touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Browns, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the show. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Cleveland. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw. And his team went real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 14 carries, 72 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Fields. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to...
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it, and he'll take this across midfield. Side to 45. Well, right when he flinched, we knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Going with Strong on the counter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to leak.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league They take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But
under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
his game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Browns defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. They're facing the #1 rushing team. They have to stop that in order to have a good run.
He's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
He'll get this up to about the 44. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing, Duggan. Finds Johnston. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied too quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Duggan now to throw. His throw incomplete. The Packers at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down Packers. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. But now he appears to be in some pain. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Off the RPO, he completes it. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Duggan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to H.A. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Duggan looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On first down, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time you hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Duggan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Pacheco once again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Duggan will look to throw this. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Fields' throw going to be caught by McKenzie. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. That's McKenzie. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Fields. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Dugan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And the Packers first down.
Back to throw again. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with a visit past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They run for it. A-Chain. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Here we go, son.
Fields on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now it's Fields. Bulldozes past him, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. This second and 4.
At the Packers' 32-yard line.
Go.
Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. To the air again, Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. Second and 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Now a second and 2.
At the 14-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Dawkins. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. On second down now, Dawkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready, break.
Now it's A-Chain headed right. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Running right, here's A-Chain. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devon A-Chain. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Here's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. But no reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now. 1st and 10. Again, Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Chubb is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Fields going to hold on to it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Justin Fields, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is down to 20. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Duggan now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, son. All right.
Now a first down throw. Fields locates Mooney on the out route. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Fields. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's A-Chain. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Again, it's A-Chain. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's A-Chain on the give. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that stretches the lead to 27. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Packers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another road day